What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rodimus back, and I'm back with another video here on this beautiful Friday. Hope everybody out there is staying safe. Hope you're staying safe and sound. Hope you're staying cool for that matter, because where I'm at in my neck of the woods is pretty hot. But I'm doing the best I can to stay cool and stay out the way and all that good stuff. But I want to do this special video for y'all, man. I don't know how y'all feel about Wednesday, but I'm finally coming down off the high that was Game 4 of the NBA Finals. That epic collapse that was the San Antonio Spurs. I never thought that I would see that happen. I never thought that I would see something like that happen, because we all saw that San Antonio won Game 3, right? So the question was San Antonio going to tie it up, going back to San Antonio for Game 5, or was New York going to find a way to win Game 4 in MSG? And they definitely found a way to win Game 4. That was one of the greatest comebacks in all of sports, man. I tell y'all what, San Antonio had a 29-point lead, and the New York Knicks just rallied and just come back to win in dramatic fashion. OG Anunoby hitting the game-winning shot, the tip in. I tell y'all what, man, I got hyped. Like, I got hyped when I seen him hit that shot, and I was like, what the hell? Like, he literally just made that shot. Everybody in the garden going crazy. And the New York Knicks, they're now up 3-1. Game 5 is tomorrow in San Antonio. And I strongly believe, and I don't know how y'all feel, for those of you who are listening or going to watch this video or whatever, I don't know how y'all feel. I think the Knicks are going to close it out tomorrow. Again, Game 5 is Saturday, tomorrow in San Antonio. But man, you know, let's just talk about it, man. Like I said, the New York Knicks, they were down by as many as 27 at halftime. That's when I really stopped watching it, because I'm like, this should be a competitive game. And then, you know, I'm flipping between different stuff on TV, and then I turn on the game. It's like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They done came back from like however many it was. They were like down by 7. Next thing you know, they come back and win the game, man. And, you know, I'm just flabbergasted at how lackluster the San Antonio Spurs were. The lack of awareness, the lack of competitiveness. Were they gassed? Were they tired? I don't know what it was. But I did see where Hall of Famer Magic Johnson was on First Take, and he was talking about how the Knicks played for each other, how they rallied around each other. And they do, and you can show it. I mean, you can see it. I'm sorry, you can see it. It shows that they rally behind each other. They play with intensity. They play with a cohesiveness. And that is what you need in a game like that. That's what you need in something like that. And like I said, that was one of the greatest comebacks, one of the greatest games in all of sports, not just basketball. I mean, you think of great comebacks, not just a game, but a series. I still think about when the Yankees and the Red Sox played in 04. How the Yankees let the Red Sox come back and beat them in 7. The Yankees were up 3-0. The kick 6, Auburn, Alabama, 2013. When the Cavs came back to win the NBA championship in 2016. There's so many moments in sports like that is up there. That, what we saw Wednesday night, is up there. So I just got some stats for y'all real quick. I mean, the Knicks, they outscored the Spurs 58-30 in the second half. They were down 76-49 in the first half. That's a 27-point differential. And for them to outscore the Spurs like that, that really says a lot. And the New York Knicks, man, I mean, they played with the most intense passion that you could find in a basketball game. Like, I really don't know how to explain what we saw Wednesday night. So, I mean, it's going to go down as one of the greatest games ever. People are still going to be talking about this like 5 years from now, right? So, Jalen Brunson, he had 36 points, 7 assists. He was 12 for 25 from the field. OG Anunoby, the hero. I mean, he was treated like a god. after he made that tip in. He had 33 points, 4 rebounds, 7 from 9 for 3. He was 7 of 9 from the 3-point line. As far as San Antonio is concerned, Victor Wembanyama, 24 points, 3 blocks, 13 rebounds. Dylan Harper had 21 points. He played 32 minutes. Jalen Brunson played 44. So, they were all over the place, and just to put it into perspective, they were finding ways for their respective teams to win, but clearly the Knicks were the better team after what we saw. De'Aaron Fox. A lot of people have been talking about him. A lot of people have been pointing the finger at him, and in some ways, rightfully so. Because why would you go up for a layup like that? Why would you do that? I mean, the game is on the line, bro, and the way OG ran him down and blocked that shot, that moment right there really stuck out to me. That's another moment that stuck out to me when it came to game 4 Wednesday night. He had 18 points, 7 assists. He was 4 of 9 from 3. The Spurs, as far as 3 points, the Spurs were 11 of 16 in the first half. And it got worse after that. They were 3 of 17 in the second half. Jacking up all these threes is not going to help you win the game. And it showed. And not only do you have to put the blame on the players, you also have to put the blame on Coach Mitch Johnson, who I like. I'm actually a fan of his. You just can't have your team going out there jacking up threes all the time. It's not going to work. We saw that with Cleveland. We saw where Cleveland is. We see where Cleveland is right now. If San Antonio wants to win game 5 tomorrow night, they're going to have to cut down on them threes. They're going to have to start getting in the paint and driving to the lane. Shoot threes when it's necessary. When you got somebody open, shoot it. Whether you make it or miss it, at least you got somebody open. And that's the same way with the Knicks. But I tell y'all what, man. I never thought that I would see something like this. I mean, I've seen great games before, but nothing of the magnitude of what we saw Wednesday night. That was something special. And the way everybody was going crazy, like you had Spike Lee, Tracy Morgan, everybody's talking about Taylor Swift being at the game, Jerry Seinfeld, so on and so forth, Fat Joe, like everybody was there. Everybody and their grandma was there. This was a game. This was, like I said, people are going to be talking about this 5 years from now. And just the epic collapse of San Antonio, it doesn't say more. It says more about where San Antonio and where their headspace was. It says more that, to me, San Antonio was gassed. They were full of themselves. They were, how can I put this? They got complacent. That's the best way I can put it. They got complacent. They got comfortable. And when you get comfortable, stuff like what we saw Wednesday night happens. So, they're going to have to come with it game 5. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I think the New York Knicks are going to close it out Saturday night. There should not be a game 6 in MSG next Wednesday. There should not be a game 6. Would I be shocked if the Spurs won game 5 on their own court? Yeah, a little bit. But I think it's the ultimate choice. I think it's the right choice for the New York Knicks to close out game 5 on Saturday. And my question to y'all before I end this video, after what we saw Wednesday night, what are your top 5 greatest comebacks in sports? And it can even be in college. So my question to y'all, what are your top 5 greatest comebacks in sports? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. And as usual, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, man. I really wanted to do this special video after what we saw Wednesday night. And I'm going to be keeping up with game 5. I have to work, but nonetheless, like I said, I'm going to be keeping up with it. I think the Knicks are going to close it out in San Antonio. Knicks in 5. I said Knicks in 6, but looks like we're going to get them in 5. And for the first time since 1973, the New York Knicks, possibly, if they close it out, will win the NBA championship since 1973. That is incredible. And I do agree with everybody. The New York Knicks, this team right here, this has to be the greatest Knicks team ever. Like literally the greatest team ever. OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, Mike Brown as their head coach. This is his first year, and he's led the team to the finals. That is incredible. That is this. If they win Saturday night, this will remind me of the New York. I mean, not the New York Yankees, but the Chicago Cubs. That's what I was trying to say. This will remind me of the Chicago Cubs when they won the World Series in 2016 for the first time in 100+ years. Now, that was a story. That was, to me, the Cubs were the talk of the town. They were the talk of not only the baseball world, but they were the talk of the sports world. For the first time in 100-some years, you win a championship. That spoke volumes. And this right here is up there. This will definitely speak volumes if the Knicks are to close it out Saturday, in which I think they will. I'm confident they will. But we'll see how things play out. Again, y'all like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what y'all think. Give me your top 5 greatest comebacks in sports. Y'all let me know. With all that being said, this has been my point of view. My name is Rodimus. Y'all have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. I'll see y'all guys next time.